What is up, guys? Brute Savage here today, and we're going to talk about, is it worth switching to PC gaming if you're a console player? And you know, especially with the next gen coming out, is it worth picking those up when you can just hop to a forever long alternative? Can't speak. So I've been a veteran player on both platforms, and I thought I'd give my little share. So to start us all off, we're going to talk about the games. Now, if you guys don't know this, PC has a much bigger selection of games, and you know, that's usually because of indie titles and everything. It's pretty much easier to develop. You develop on the PC, so you might as well release for the PC. So that's that. They're not really hardcore titles, of course. Those are going to be multi-platform. But exclusives that most people will enjoy are actually on the consoles, such as like Gears of War, if that's your kind of thing. So that would be, you know, I would say towards consoles for that. But the other thing is, consoles, the games might have a higher price tag, but you can also exchange them at GameStop and stuff and get new games. While on PC you can't do that, but you can get you know, you can get games on sale for Steam sales and shit really cheap, but it does cost more in the long run. I know people spend thousands of dollars on games because, you know, it's just so tempting for $5 price tag, you know. So yeah. Next we're gonna talk about is graphics. Now the graphics, it's not really important to people like myself, but if that's kind of your cup of tea, you obviously well, next gen might fit you, but PC is always going to be there. It's always going to have the upgrade, always going to be on top. So if you have a E machine dog shit, you may want to stay console. If you can't run the game, you know, console's always your way to go. But I mean, from anyone else's perspective, yeah, PC is always going to have the best. It's going to have the mods. It's going to have everything top notch. Things that PCs can't, or consoles can't handle, that's obviously going to be on the PC. Next one's hardware and cost. Now, I just kind of touched on that. Pretty much the cost of PC is going to run you from $500 to $2,000, if not more. Well, you know, it's a one-time fee for a console, and kind of people everyone enjoys that. So, you know, that's kind of something that's really considering if you're, you know, relying on your parents to buy you the shit, you probably might want to stay console. But if, you know, if you're actually working and you actually, you know, have a dedicated source of income, I would say PC, because, you know, you can constantly upgrade it, customize it. It's just fun, something that you might want to be interested in. And the last thing I want to touch on to keep this brief is the community. Now, if you guys didn't know this, PC has no one online ever. So you know, it's kind of like 3 months to 4 months or whatever after a game comes out on PC, it's pretty much dead. No one plays it. No one wants to, you know, deal with it, especially for first-person shooters and stuff. You still can find a match. It's just the community isn't there. There's no squeakers. Everyone's mature, you know. But other than that, I mean, there's more hackers on the computer. If you guys didn't know that as well, so I mean, that's something you might want to look into. If you're looking to play games and over a long period of time, especially Call of Duty and Battlefield, you know, console's the only thing you really have. Because unless you're playing like League of Legends and free games on PC, there's no community. Everyone's playing like Minecraft or World of Warcraft and stuff. So I mean, that's pretty much where all the audience goes to. So that's kind of something that's slowly gaining. It's gonna change probably a couple 10, 20 years from now. But as for now, consoles are the only ones that actually have a dedicated community. So if you heavily rely on multiplayer, steer that way. And before we finish up, guys, I want you to check out my friend in the description, Cult of Mush. He's going to help you up with some of the greatest cheap builds for PC. And my final conclusion is, you know, PC all the way, honestly, there's no doubt about it. But if you're looking to have fun with friends, I would actually just pick up the console. And you guys can, what you actually do is pick up a console and then slowly build your own PC over time. So I mean, that's something you can do. And you know, especially if you picked it up around you know, early year or around Christmas sales, Black Friday sales, And around summertime, you can buy all your games super cheap for PC. So that's kind of a win-win, and it's not too much hurting your bank. You know, your pocket's not going to be your pocketbook's not going to be empty. So, alright, you guys, Brute Savage out. Enjoy.